Hey there, I'm Angella Sharpe, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had a great weekend. This weekend was crazy for me. First of all, I got an email saying, congratulations, Reverend Angela, on 9 years of being a reverend. First of all, I thought you had to actually earn the title of being a reverend, but apparently 9 years ago, when I signed up to be able to officiate weddings, that automatically made me a reverend. Don't worry, I've officiated 0 weddings in that time, but still, I am apparently reverend, so you can just refer to me all day today as Reverend Angela, if you'd like. And of course, we had cards opening day. I was so worried we were not gonna have cards opening day with everything that was going on in the MLB, but we got it, and it ended up being a wonderfully great day, as it always is. So as you may know, I have been working there since 2019, but because of how I started in mid-year of 19. Of course, we know 20 and 21 were kind of weird years, and I didn't even get back in there until kind of in the middle of 21. So this was actually my very first Cardinals home opener working, which was great. So of course we went out there with STL TV. You'll get to see that sometime later in the future right here on this channel, so you can check that out. I was with Joe and of course Todd Blackstock for Inside Sports. So we got you covered on all fronts. Then on Friday, Joe and I went out and we took in Supercross. That's right, Supercross was here over the weekend. I got to interview the local Bubba, and then I got to suit up and try to drive again. Now you may remember, I did a little ride for Angela's Adventures. I thought I did better this time, but apparently I did worse, so that'll be fun. And of course we did a track walk. We interviewed some guys, tons of fun. So there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming up in the future, so you're gonna wanna make sure you're keeping an eye out on STL TV. Now later in the show, I have a very old friend of mine, David Kraemer. He's on the show. He's here to talk about Carl's Drive-In. You guys know that I have been talking about Carl's and how much I love it, and he bought it, and I was super concerned when somebody I knew bought it, but don't worry. All the changes he's made have been for the better, so he's gonna tell us what those are and what's going on. So let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Small business owners can begin applying online for the STL Small Business Grant Fund this week. We caught up with Angela Parsons at a recent in-person application event to learn more about the program. Take a look.
I'm Angela Pearson, Special Projects Manager for Mayor Tashara Jones. We're here today in North City at the Youth and Family Center on Cass Avenue for our STL Small Business Grant Fund in-person application events. As we know, small businesses are the pillar of our communities. They generate revenue and create jobs, and so this grant is really here to provide relief to our small businesses who need it most. We're able to give away 900 grants of about $5,000 to small business owners here in St. Louis City. We're really excited about this. The grant funds could be used for rent, utilities, to pay employees, really anything that can help keep the business moving and sustaining. And full list of our eligibility requirements, the use of funds, and all of the details and questions you might need answered are located online on the city's website. The online application will go available on April 14th, that's a Thursday at 8 a.m. and that will be available for business owners who do have access to an online platform of some sort. So we're both allowing in-person and paper applications as well as online and electronic applications. And so we have 2 ways you can apply. You can find out all the information you need on our website.
If you're currently looking for a new job, there are several places hiring including the city of St. Louis. They have a range of seasonal and full-time openings available right now, including everything from lifeguards to utility workers and more. You can learn more about their openings at the next Parks and Recreation Job Fair on Saturday, April 16th from 11 to 2 at 12th and Park and on the city's website at stlouis-mo.gov/jobs. Now, Conflux Co-Learning, the St. Louis Agency on Training and Employment, and the St. Louis County Workforce Development are joining forces to hold the first STL Manufacturing and Distribution Career Fair. Now, more than 20 companies will be on hand to hire new personnel from everything from machining, robotics, and welding to warehouse operations, customer service, and accounting. Many positions do not require a college degree, and some companies are offering full benefits, signing bonuses, or opportunities for career growth. The STL Manufacturing and Distribution Career Fair is free and open to the public. It'll be held on Thursday, April 21st from 1 to 6 at Conflux headquarters in South St. Louis. To register and learn more, go to confluxcolearning.org. And you know who else who's hiring? The Riverboats at the Gateway Arch. Okay, I've told you how much fun the Riverboats are to participate in one of their cruises. Well, why not get paid to play, right? This summer, cruise season is almost here, and they're hiring for 40 positions, including servers, bartenders, deck hands, gallery workers, and many more. Employee perks include a free Metro Transit pass, a $500 hiring incentive for most positions, and flexible scheduling. You can find a full list of openings and apply online at riverboatsTLjobs.com. And a new in-school resource market is now open at Patrick Henry Elementary School, where more than 30% of students face housing insecurities. Spire opened the market to help support struggling families as part of their ongoing partnership with St. Louis Public Schools. The market offers fresh, non-perishable food, clothing, hygiene supplies, toiletries, and all of this at no cost to the students and their families. Multiple organizations came together to make this opening a success, including the Diamond Diva Empowerment Foundation, the Corey Johnson Foundation, the Chris Howard Group, and iHeartRadio. They celebrated the official opening of the market with a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the school just last week. It's nice that they have a place for those students to be able to go and kind of shop at ease without having to worry about what things cost. Now, earlier this year, we had on Keisha Kande. That is the owner and designer of the Woke brand. You remember her, right? She was on the show on the Daily Mix. She has so much energy. Gotta love her energy. Her energy is contagious. Well, I'm pretty excited because they are gearing up for their second annual exclusive fashion show. The Role Models fashion exhibit will feature over 100 looks on the runway, plus live art, performing artists, a DJ battle, and more. They all come together for a fully loaded experience. This private event will take place at the St. Louis Galleria after mall hours and on its own private entry on Sunday, April 24th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now on Eventbrite, but you have to act fast because they are selling quick. You can also learn more by following the Woke brand on social media and at shopwokebrand.com. You guys know that COVID shut a lot of things down. Well, they shut this down for 2 years, but I'm very excited because this year, Record Store Day is back. You know I love vinyl. It's back. It's the 15th anniversary, and Euclid Records plans on celebrating Record Store Day as it did in the before times. I love that they're calling it the before times. That is amazing to me. Now, the day will kick off with the opening of their back patio in the Webster Groves Old Business District, where they will have limited edition special releases for sale. Then the party ramps up with food from Layla and complimentary beer from Four Hands, Urban Chestnut, and Logboat, and live music on the Euclid Records stage. The Record Store Day party is Saturday, April 23rd, starting at 8 a.m. Now, you definitely need to go to this, especially if you love vinyl or just music in general. You should check this out. You can check out Euclid Records online and follow them on Facebook and Instagram for a full concert lineup and all the details. I am so happy events like that are returning, and you already know I'm thrilled at the return of baseball. And if you're a fan like me, there's a new book by Ready Press that I think you might like. 64 Cardinals celebrates one of the most exciting seasons in baseball history, when the Cardinals surge in the final months to steal the pennant and beat the Yankees in a 7-game World Series. You just love the words beat the Yankees, right? The book was co-written by Bob Tiemann and Ron Jacober, and is full of photos and key facts, engaging anecdotes, and more. The book is on sale now, and the authors will be discussing the book and signing copies at an author event on Tuesday, April 26th at 6 p.m. at the St. Louis Public Library, Schlafly branch. You can learn more about that event at slpl.org, and for more about the book itself, go to readypress.com. That'd be a great gift for any Cardinals baseball fan, I think. Another upcoming event at St. Louis County Library will feature New York Times bestselling author and a registered nurse, Teresa Brown. She'll be joined by Dr. Patrick White for a conversation about her new book, Healing: When a Nurse Becomes a Patient, which takes readers along on her breast cancer journey from the viewpoint of both a patient and a practitioner. The event will take place at the St. Louis County Library headquarters on Thursday, April 21st at 7 p.m. You can register and learn more at slcl.org. Okay, you guys know I love a good movie, right? And what's better than a Michael Bay movie? We all know how he likes to make those movies, right? Tons of action, a lot of fun. Well, if you are into robbing a bank, and who isn't? If you're into like stealing ambulances and a lot of gunfire, this is the movie for you. Actually, I enjoy this movie a lot. So did my dad. Check this out.
In front of the bank, automatic weapons being fired.
Easy. You want to drive or can I drive?
Bank robbery suspects have taken an ambulance.
I got a cop shot. Gotta get him to the hospital.
We doing hostages now? I came to you for a loan.
You're my brother. Have I ever gotten you anything that I couldn't get you out of?
Lock everything down.
We're just trying to get home.
We don't get to walk off into the sunset.
I have a plan!
Police are following these two suspects.
Gotta chill out. Gotta chill out.
Hit me up.
What's going on in there? These guys are nut jobs.
Right here it is! Sailing takes me away to where I always wanted to be.
Hey, what's up, big guy? Just waking up?
Does your wife know you're up eggs?
I'm sorry, brother. Sorry that I brought you into this. I just wanted things to be the way they used to be.
We are trying to save you.
I'm gonna get you back home, little brother. And get everybody home. Chill me out. It's not chill me out.
Only in theaters.
I mean, the movie looks like a ton of fun, right? It was a ton of fun. You should definitely check it out. I never really liked Jake Gyllenhaal, but in that movie, I kind of dig him. You can see I'm joined by my guest here, David Kraemer. I have to call you David now. I don't even know what to do with myself.
I know, right?
Okay, so in full disclosure, I used to know Kraemer. We used to work together back in the day before you became an adult. Now you're an adult and you're buying my favorite burger spot.
What's better?
I mean, well, I was worried. Was I not worried? Did I not message you and said, don't change anything?
Hopefully we change everything for the better.
Okay, so let's talk about Carl's Drive-In for people who don't know about it. How long has it been there? What's the history? Tell me some stuff.
So Carl's has been around since 1959. We're working on 63 years now. It's a smaller establishment. We've got 8 seats on each side, so 16 stools in total. It's known for homemade root beer, crispy edge smash burgers. I mean, it doesn't get any better. Cold shake, fries, It's perfect.
The root beer is what got me started. So my grandfather used to take me and my brother all the time to Carl's because you guys had little frosted mugs for kids, and he would get us a little frosted root beer, and root beer is my favorite. So
Absolutely.
You still have that going, the frosted mugs?
Yes, we do. Yeah, it's the original IBC recipe.
Okay, so it's that, and that's why it tastes better than the root beer I get anywhere else. I mean, I love root beer all the time, but
You can't beat homemade.
it tastes a little bit better there. It just does. So, like you said, it's very small. You only have a couple seats on each side.
Yeah.
I know back in the day, it used to be like a Kirkwood-Webster thing, right?
Yeah, a little bit of a rivalry there. Kirkwoods and Webster high school games, they would sit on each side, so it was pretty neat.
I can imagine that'd be pretty cool. So I gotta ask you, like, I never even knew, well, we worked together, I never even knew that you loved Carl's. You also love Carl's.
Yeah, so my main business is in construction, and I was building a house just down the street, and I stopped in there for lunch one day. I loved it, and I was a regular for years. And it got to a point one day where I was sitting talking to the manager, Kelly. I said, man, I wish I could have bought this place when it sold years ago. And she's like, well, you just happened to miss the owner. And it was like a Sienna movie. I literally paid for my uneaten meal. I hounded him in the back of the parking lot. And we sat, long story short, in the summer with our cars running for an hour talking. And it got to the point, he was thinking about maybe selling. And I was so excited, I rushed home, tell my wife, I'm buying Carl's. She knows how much I love it. And she's like, absolutely not. Not happening.
You are not doing
Not
this.
happening at all. And I'm here to tell you, Angela, the next day I was under contract by Carl's. And it took a couple months to close and do all of our due diligence. And it's been so much fun ever since. A lot of ups and downs as far as industry goes, like with construction. It's same with the restaurant business as well.
Right.
So it's been a lot of fun learning and getting your hands in.
Okay, so for somebody like me who hasn't been there in a couple years, there might be a couple changes. What kind of changes have we made?
So we've switched up. The most recent thing was the onions. They used to have grilled onions. They were kind of flavorless. We went back to having diced onions. And so if you ask for grilled onions, they put the onions in the burger and smash them in, and it is game-changing, phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Carl's is right there on Manchester Road, kind of in the Rock Hill area.
Yep.
So you probably get some people who drive by that don't even know.
All the time. It's crazy. People still don't even know Carl's, and they drive by it every single day. We're just this little hole-in-the-wall shop, but it's worth a stop in. I'm so glad I did. It's a great spot. As far as smash burgers, you can't beat it in St. Louis. It's one of the best. It's an iconic institution.
Well, I was going to say, that's what I always get, a smash burger and a root beer, but you have some other food items there as well.
Yeah, so we've got, we're really known for a curly Q dog, which is a deep fried hot dog. It's great. Kids love it. We've got shakes and fries, and the chili. You can't beat the Missouri's best chili.
I mean, that's kind of amazing. And whenever my grandmother would go out of my town, my mom would go pick up my grandfather's food from Carl's and bring it to the house because, if you can't enjoy it there, you might as well take it home and have it at your place.
Oh yeah, people come and get a chili dog as their appetizer, and then they'll get their hamburger. It's unbelievable. It's really good.
Now, since you have taken over, have you met a lot of people who have been coming from a long time ago?
Oh yeah, and there's we've got guys, old timers that come in and say they remember when it opened up, and when Carl originally was there. They'll tell stories about the payphone on the side of the story, and long story short, there was a time told where Carl used to run a book in the back. So you'd come and place a bet and get a burger at the same time.
Oh my gosh!
And so it was really neat hearing a lot of those stories. We've got famous athletes that come in. Mott came in before the World Series one time and they won, and knowing that they came in every game before that during that series.
Right.
And they kept with tradition. So we get a lot of athletes and a lot of high-end individuals.
It really is kind of a tradition, and once you start, you don't stop. Like, people just keep coming back.
It's so good. You can't stop.
They love it. All right, so I'm glad to know that you didn't get rid of my frosted mug or my root beer.
Not happening.
I was worried about that. Because I knew you when you were a little bit crazy, but now you've got Carl's and you have a construction business, so tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, construction's great. Lately we've been focused on, with COVID, bathroom remodels. We love bathroom remodels. It's what we pride ourselves on. But we do ground up construction, so we're building houses and doing basements all around St. Louis. It's been a lot of fun. We've been doing it for about a decade now.
Wow, okay, well, what's your company called? So
It's called Gateway Home Builders.
Gateway Home Builders. Okay, so if anybody's interested in the guy who owning Carl's
Yeah, swing
doing
on
their
by
bathroom,
for a burger, ask for a bathroom.
it's
2 for 1.
Get everything you need
Yeah.
right there. Okay, so what can we expect in the future from Carl's?
You know, I'd like to see a couple of job applications come through.
Okay.
I really want to open up on Sundays.
Oh,
It's my
okay.
dream. I keep promising it because it's going to happen.
Right.
I just need a couple more employees to do so.
Well, we've been talking all day today about people hiring, so also Carl's Drive-In,
Swing
put
on
your
by.
application
We'd love
in.
to have you. We've got flexible hours, great pay. It's a great place to work. It's all right there and it's fast moving.
So I remember Frank when Frank owned it, but then somebody else owned it in the middle, and that's who you bought it from.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so you've kind of taken it back to Frank's way, but maybe even a little bit better.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
exactly what happened.
Okay, well, I love that about this. Okay, so Carl's is the place to go. Let's go through hours, all that stuff.
Okay, so we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7:30.
Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7:30. And it's one of those places you really do have to experience. Come in, sit on the stool.
You know, there might be a little bit of a wait, and depending on peak hours, but it's totally worth it. We move really fast. People come in and out. Most people understand that, but if you're new to it, just realize it does switch out.
And it is a smash burger, and you can kind of watch them make those burgers right there.
Right in front of you. So you sit down at the bar, belly up, get a cold root beer, and
just kind of watch it all happen.
watch Kelly make some burgers.
And you can make friends with some of these people. Apparently you did enough to buy the building out from underneath them.
Our employees have been there for over 20 years, so these people have grown up with them. They'll know exactly what you're ordering before you even walk through the door.
Before you walk through the door. Okay, I've talked about it on the show before. When anybody talks about the best burger in St. Louis, I always say no, it's Carl's. That was before somebody I knew bought it. So I'm glad to know we're keeping it nice and good. Tell everybody one more time where you're located and how they can get a great burger.
Yeah, we're at 9033 Manchester Road. That's High School Drive in Manchester. It's 11 to 7:30 Tuesday through Saturday. And just come on in, belly up to the bar. You can take it to go or sit in.
I love it so much. Okay, thanks, Kraemer. David Kraemer. I have to call you by your first name on the show. I'm so used to just calling him Kraemer. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure.
All right, now after you check out Carl's, and you definitely need to check out Carl's, then check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. That's going to do it for me, but keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. We'll see you next time.